I've been constantly accused of cheating or hacking in Battlefield because of the consistent high number of kills I get per game. So this video, I'm going to break down how to get high kill numbers regardless of what class you play. Also, getting a lot of kills doesn't mean you have to sacrifice playing the objective. Playing the objective actually makes getting kills easier. So if you're struggling in Battlefield, this is the guide for you. And in this guide, we're going to talk about 3 main topics that I use to get a lot of kills, to move around, that dictate on how I play the game. The first rule is knowing the weapon that you're using, like getting used to aiming and recoil of a weapon. Second tip is situational awareness, knowing where I'm at, what's going on around me, what do I hear, who to shoot first, who not to shoot first. Being aware of your surroundings. That's situational awareness. And number 3, flanking, finding a different route to go around to get to enemies, finding different ways I can attack an objective, coming from a different angle that majority of the people are at the objective. First thing we're gonna talk about is aiming and recoil control. So with that, we're gonna be using this SMG that's known for kicking a lot. We have the firing range, and we're gonna see. As you can see, you can hit fire the gun easy at that range. But as soon as you move to 25 meters away, you can't shoot like that. It's gonna kick all the way up to the sky. That's not what you want. So what you want is you want to burst fire at ranges of 25 meters. Easy to hit the target. That's what you're looking for. Easy to hit. Boom, 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 boom. Burst fire. And this was a gun that kick a lot. But if you want to shoot someone that is, say, 50 meters away, that burst fire it kind of works, but it's not a good ideal way to kill from 50 meters away. It's kind of on and off. So what I do is I put the gun in semi, and you can easily hit the target. Easy. I wouldn't recommend shooting somebody with a gun like this at 50 meters, but if you just have to do it, you can put the gun in semi and use it like that. Now, when we try to shoot somebody that's 100 meters away with a gun that kicks this much, I wouldn't even try to do it. I wouldn't even suggest you doing it. Alright, now let's go look at the recoil. I'm about to fire the gun on the right side, not controlling it, just letting the gun do its thing, and see how high it goes up. Now I'm going to show you how I do it. I hold the right stick down, kind of pull it slightly. So when I do that, and I fire the gun, I get a nice grouping to control the recoil. And you can see the difference between the two. But when you change your gun to something that doesn't have much recoil, let's say like a Lewis gun really doesn't have that much recoil at all. You can hit fire it close range, and it just the gun shakes, but recoil is very minimum. So let's see, we're going to bring the target back to 25 meters. Let's see how we can control the recoil on it. Alright, the target is at 25 meters. And at this range, you can full auto the gun at 25 meters and still manage to hit the target while at full auto. Even at 50, with this type of gun, you can use the bipod and have good recoil control. So I'll still be able to full auto it at 50 meters away. Alright, this next one, we're about to learn how to aim and walk with the person that you're shooting at. So if the person is moving to the right, lead with them to the right. You can see my character moving to the right as I shoot. It's easy for me to lead. And if you're having a problem with this, you can go back to the firing range and lead with the skeet targets that's in the firing range. You can practice this. If you can lead with this small object in the air, you should be good to go. There should be no problem leading with enemy players in the game. But if you're having trouble, definitely go to the open range and practice that. Situational awareness. This clip right here shows me spawning in on a teammate, and by me just looking at the map, I immediately know where these group of people are at. But if I wasn't paying attention to the map, I wouldn't know. This clip, somebody was by me and I heard them using headphones. Headphones is very important for situational awareness. And this clip I'm playing and it's gonna show you the difference between the different sounds. The first person I hear is gonna come over the hill above me. He steps in mud. Now I kind of hear it to my left, and I hear him. This is where the headphones kick in. All right, I see this dude back here. I stopped shooting at him because the guy was coming through the tunnel. The game makes different sounds, stepping on different types of terrain. This is a clip of a guy coming up at me when I was at the barn. He was stepping in the grass and it made a grassy sound, and I didn't see him outside the window, and I knew he was right there. Now this clip shows me jumping out the window, and there's 3 people in front of me. I started shooting at the ones that's closest to me, but I should have shot the one that was paying attention to me first. The A guy wasn't even looking in my direction. The B guy is looking at the wall, and the C guy is looking right at me. I should have shot the C guy first before anybody else, and that's what cost the life. I could have been still alive, flanking. This clip shows a group of guys that was sitting up top by the AA gun, tearing our team up. So I flanked around, took ways that they didn't see me, and they all wasn't paying attention. And because I went up here and killed all them, my teammates could go on that side of the map without having to worry about getting hit by the AA gun. This clip shows me, doing my thing. And then right here, I start seeing flashes between the alleyway of the 2 buildings by the France flag. You can see the flare coming from his gun. Instead of me going that way, I went behind him so I won't end up like the rest of my teammates that died. Came up behind him, and there he is. Check, see the coast is clear. Go on the other side, and there's another guy doing the same thing he was doing. I killed both of them. Now this last clip shows a breakdown of everything we talked about previous. You can see on the map there's a big chunk of blue on the map sitting there, and I hear a bunch of gunshots. So I throw a nade up to see if I get any hits. I hear somebody to my right. This is my teammate. That's situational awareness. I come up, I see the enemies. Okay, and I see why they stopped, and the big chunk of blue is on my map. As soon as I hit the corner, there's a bunch of people from the enemy team. I shoot all the ones, as I start shooting, I shoot all the ones that's paying attention to me. Everybody that's standing up and running towards me are the first ones to go. Then I shoot the dudes by the sandbag and barrels. Finish them up, move on to the side. The first thing I see is the body to my left. He's moving, but I confirmed that he's dead with a quick glance. And I see 2 people on my screen right now. The guy I just shot and the guy by the sandbags. But it didn't matter which one I shot because neither one of them was paying attention to me. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. This is just a clip replayed again, but in full motion, no cuts, no edits. And I hope by this video I helped a lot of people better themselves in Battlefield to at least drop more kills and understand how to drop more kills. And with that being said, see you guys next time.